Hi, it's Wasabi. Welcome back to the channel. Got another Clan Wars battle. We're on the North American map, or otherwise known as Lovax, and it's GSL, Great Southern Land, versus a 1AR. Now, there's quite a few Big Daddy players who moved across to 1AR for the campaign, so we'll see how many are in the battle and see how this turns out. Alright, now you can see the lineup is pretty heavy. There's only 2 mediums and 1 light tank, and they're all going to cover the city. The EBR scouting, and you'll probably go back and check the rail line, but you do expect in 10v10 for the tanks to sit together. If you split your forces across the map in a 10v10 battle, you can get overmatched fairly easily if you don't have good spotting. So you can see the EBR is doing a run down the back, but now we've pretty much got the whole enemy force here. So Taki's taken up a position on the hill, and he's in the chieftain for a change. Jumpy's in the EBR. But we'll get up to commander's view height to give you an idea of the disposition. So you can see the enemy tanks have pushed in. We've got mostly 277s. Only 1 chieftain spotted, but there's probably more than one. We haven't seen the whole team yet. So what have we got? 4 277s, 279E, and a chief. And here we go. Another chief has turned up. So one more tank and we'll see everything. 279E coming in a bit late. He might have been hiding behind. But yeah, a bit of a brawl going on here. So now we've got 3 277s, 2 Object 260s, and a T57 Heavy, which is also a bit unusual to have in Clan Wars, but this, you've got to sometimes just play the tanks that you've got. Depends on who lines up. Not everyone's got a chieftain. So it's an interesting mix. So quite a few tech tree tanks here, plus reward tanks, but reward tanks that players can get just by playing the game and completing the campaign missions, not necessarily just by being in the top clans in Clan Wars, or having enough bonds or whatever it might be. Now, the interesting thing is no one seems to be shooting at Taki. He's already picked up 2 cave damage. He's only had 1 hit so far. They're taking a fair bit out of the team. We've lost the T57 Heavy. It's a bit of a vulnerable tank. Once you've done your clip, you need to find a place to hide, and there's nowhere really to hide on this thing. Now here we go, the final tank from the enemy side's come in. It's high from the Crown Wagon. And there's line balls at the back there, both ex-Big D. And we've already got rid of Drees, also ex-Big D player. And Kaboom as well as another ex-Big D, and Buddy Pal. So quite a few ex-Big D players in this particular battle. So it's going to be an interesting result. How do we see this happening? So okay, let's have a quick look. Now we're quite a bit behind on hit points, but pretty even now in the tanks, and obviously getting the guns out of the game is the key thing. Enemies pushing in their resources here. They're getting the Cranny and the Chieftain to go. The 2 EBRs are punching out at the other side of the hills there. With a little battle going on there, circling battle. Jumpy going after Guy in the EBR, and here we've got the final battle now coming down. And here we've got Taki, and we'll come down a bit more to his view here. Now we're down to the last couple of tanks. He should get rid of Hyphen pretty shortly. And he's just had 1 extra hit, so Hyphen must be on the reload, and that's him sent back to the garage. So looks like Jumpy's, well, they both killed each other, it looks like, the 2 EBRs, and we've just got 1 remaining tank being the Chief, which is line balls, and Jumpy doing, Taki's doing the right thing here. He's got the most hit points, and Mozzie in the Object 260 is very much one-shottable to Chief, so Taki just interposing himself between the 260 and the enemy Chieftain. And he's basically just trying to whittle him down, make sure that they still keep 2 guns in there. So to an extent he's got to block the Object 260, but at some point it'll open up, and here we go, he's come around the side here. 260 can get a shot in. Can he get a shot in? Yes he does, and he gets the kill. So that is the end of the battle. Very much a 5-minute game there. That's what happens in 10v10 when you have a big brawl. All right, we've got Taki's results here, and he's had a pretty impressive game. 7k of damage in a 10 tank battle, and yeah, pretty much invisible to the rest of the enemy team. No one was shooting at him for a little while, and that's why he had that position at the end to protect the Object 260. And you can see he's damaged a lot of the tanks in the enemy team there. So here we go. Mozzie ended up with nearly 4k, so a great result there. Predator in this TB1 3.5, and the rest doing good spread of damage there, and only one tank not really getting much in the battle. Looks like just a little bit of ramming damage there. And on the enemy team, Gatekeeper did well in the 279E, doing 4.2, and then Drees at 2.6, and Lion Bowls doing 2.4. But the rest of them only getting a few shots in, sort of 3-4 shots at the most in terms of penetration. So, good shooting really by the GSL team and taking out those tanks as fast as they could. So that's how you win the brawls, basically. To get good focus fire, get those guns out as quickly as you can, and try and minimize the impact they have while they're shooting by angling and using various other tricks to get some bounces. So in terms of the economics, some people like to see this. So this is obviously someone who's not wasting their shots. 20 shots fired, 18 hits and 16 pens. That's only really 4 shots not doing any damage. That gave him 7k of damage and a little bit of damage to his own team. That again, that's probably just bumping. But even with the ammo costs and consumables, having the battle payments, and of course being on the winning side, he's made 45k out of that battle, which is a great result for a tier 10 even in Clan Wars. So great game there from Taki, but also very good effort from the team, and nice battle against 1AR, who are a very formidable clan at our level. So always like to see them on the battlefield and get these opportunities to see how we do against each other. Anyway, I hope you liked the video. If you do like it, please give it a thumbs up. It certainly helps the video's performance. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please consider doing that. We'll have more great content to follow, and thanks very much for watching.